inauguration is today, and I have no idea what to do. What should I talk about? I need some help. Mike, help me. I need to know what to say for my inauguration day speech.
I don't know. Say something about American history or something. What it means to live in today's world.
But I don't know anything about history. I don't even know what's happening in the world right now.
Fear not, Mr. Trump. My name is Lazarus Goldman, and I'm the ghost of history.
Whoa, that's pretty big league. Can you teach me what it means to be modern, please?
Grab my hand.
I'm not gay. It's gonna be you.
Yeah, we're in France. It's 1754.
Whoa.
We're in the slums of Calais. The French Empire is divided into 3 states or classes. The first were the church, the second the nobles, and the third everybody else. Poverty, disease, and disfranchisement were rampant, and most importantly, the people were all ruled by one monarch, Louis XVI, the 16th. Oh look, here comes a radical.
Hear ye, hear ye. My name is Jean-Jacques Rousseau, and I present Discourse on Inequality. I propose that in our modern society, private property is the root of all evil. I propose government which is of, by, and for the people.
Didn't Abraham Lincoln say that?
It's a common theory. As time progressed, the ideas by European philosophers like Rousseau, coupled with the ideas of humanism, which came from the Enlightenment, went on to trigger a global shift in ways of government.
Where are we?
It's 1791. The ideas proposed by Rousseau, Voltaire, Montesquieu, and many other famous philosophers had percolated and been absorbed by many people. That, coupled with the insane importance of the royal family in a recent famine among the less wealthy, set off an armed revolution. The peasants, the have-nots, led an armed rebellion against the higher estates.
Huh.
I will not stand for this. Every member of the royal family and everyone who has any connection to them shall be executed by guillotine.
I like this guy.
That's Maximilien Robespierre. He, along with his cronies, the Jacobins, led the country through the reign of terror. Countless members of the royal family and many innocent people were executed under his command.
We will purge our country of their filth.
Okay, next.
Oh, he's getting taken down by an angry mob now.
That's not good.
Fortunately, his reign didn't last forever. People grew weary of the constant bloodshed, so weary that on 14th July 1794, Robespierre was executed by his own favorite device.
That guy doesn't have a head.
After Napoleon's long reign and yet another French Revolution, France finally drafted a final constitution, a rejuvenation of the 1789 Declaration of the Rights of Man. It declared itself a secular and democratic country with a constitution, a sovereign country which draws its power from the people.
Beautiful. Huge.
But that's just the story of France. Similar things happened in America before all this, and then in countries all over the world. But from Haiti to Brazil to Russia, these famous philosophers and the people themselves decided that instead of kings and queens, people wanted an egalitarian democracy. This is how our governments changed from old to modern. Next, let's take a look at our technology.
Putin is my friend. Where are we, Goldman?
This is Britain during the Industrial Revolution, the time when factories were built And people switch from farmers to workers in factories.
It's like an average day in China.
Except this is Britain, 1855. The Industrial Revolution has come so fast that there are no worker rights to protect the worker. Along with that, the infrastructure and skills of this new industry are abysmal. The government has not had much experience in this kind of industrial society. There's an oversupply of labor looking to enter a market, so a lower demand for workers than the amount of people looking to work in this new industrial revolution. And because of all this, wages have suffered significantly along with worker rights. This happens in most countries that experience an industrial revolution. Overall, the times were hard for people and it created new questions for government, such as what our worker rights are. At the time, however, the effects of the Industrial Revolution were not all negative. It created jobs, sped up innovation significantly, increased efficiency, and much, much more. In the end, it gave benefits, but it was not costless, and some of the negative effects on society and income equality, rights, etc. have never been lost, as well as the positive effects including rights and class mobility.
Bigly.
Won't you agree we live in a truly modern society?
In the modern economy, competition is low due to a small amount of businesses controlling entire markets and industry. This problem continues as they buy up more competition. Whoa! A vacation resort scandal just waiting to be performed.
That's right, we're in Hawaii. It's the year 1898. Today, Hawaii has become a colony of the United States. The native people no longer had sovereignty over themselves, and they are controlled by the United States. Right now, cultures and traditions are actively being destroyed and replaced with Christianity.
Awesome! Where can I help?
This is actually a very cruel and unjust situation. The Americans have several things: guns, transportation, and a lot of beliefs which they state that are superior to the natives. The Hawaiians did not have these things and were powerless to fight back. Inevitably, they were overtaken and ruled by white men.
They're losers! I don't like losers! Get them out of my sight! They're fired!
This was happening all over the world, even long before now. Africa, Southeast Asia were also heavily colonized and oppressed by Europeans who had similar advantages. The Europeans then mined, chopped, and essentially robbed all the natural inhabitants of the resources right there. And now sugar and pineapple are being exported to America without any payment to the Hawaiians. Let's fast forward. It's 1959 now. Hawaiians have been denied
Sovereignty!
and can't vote. However, today Hawaii becomes the USA's 50th state.
Wonderful!
However, it didn't end like this for all colonized countries. And many colonies, such as those in Africa, Malaysia, and Vietnam, and Indonesia, all rebelled and got their freedom. To be modern in that sense is to be self-ruling.
It's a little complicated, but I think I get what you're saying. Europeans and other white people conquered disadvantaged foreign countries, exploited them for their resources, and then these countries rebelled or were assimilated. And the last is the modern one.
Bigly right.
I'm ready now. I know what it means to be modern. We have democracies instead of monarchies.
Exactly.
We went from having farms to having factories with workers' unions and rights.
Big league right.
And countries which were cruelly colonized are now free, sovereign states.
That's great. Now that I know that, I can give the speech myself.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm the president.
I'm sorry. Guards, this man just killed President Trump. Take him away. Who's the president now?